telling all flock members, if you want to become truly elite, for just $1 a month, you too can become an elite bad bird. Check out my Patreon account. Link is in the description.
Hello there, my flock. The Bad Raven is here today. We are doing a video today, not of a movie review or an unboxing or anything like that. I have recently tried to organize my big, massive collection here, and I was looking through the Play Store on my Android phone, and I wanted to find something that I could easily maybe scan the barcodes or something that I could be able to like at least tell the name of the movie, a little bit about it, whether it's a VHS, DVD, whatever. And I have found something that I think is really helpful, and I think the flock would really enjoy this if they have a big collection like mine, or even if it's a small collection and you want to add as you go. Because it's taken me hours just to scan. I've gotten all my Blu-rays and all my DVDs scanned, and I'm doing a few of my VHSs right now, and it's taken me a couple days to do that. It's really a great program as far as that. I can't imagine having to manually putting them in, but with this program, I've been able to cut out a lot of time with just scanning, like barcode scanning. So let's get into this app that I downloaded. I'm gonna do some separate scenes of the actual app in progress. I'm gonna edit them into the screen here, but I'm gonna talk about them right now. I was looking for just something that I could be able, because a lot of times when I don't know about you, but when I go out to buy a movie, I sometimes have trouble remembering if I got that on what format, you know. Andrew's got on to me, Drew Drop has got on to me several times because I don't remember if I've got that movie on Blu-ray. He says I do. We have a little conflict there between father and son, trying to figure out what movie do I actually have. Like, I was going to buy Conan the Barbarian, Conan the Destroyer one day. I saw it on Blu-ray, and I thought, I don't think I have that. And Andrew's like, yeah, I think you do. And I couldn't recall. So when I got home, I went through my collection, and sure enough, I did have it, so it was a good thing I didn't buy it, and Andrew was correct. But there was a lot of them I don't have. And there's some of them I have on DVD I want to upgrade on. And I don't know for sure when I'm getting ready to, and sometimes I find stuff on the internet and it's just a great deal for a limited time, and I don't have time to go through all my Blu-rays. But this is really cool about organizing them and telling me what they are: VHS, DVD, Blu-ray, 4K, all that, and it shows me what I do have and what I don't have in alphabetical order, all this good stuff. So this app that I found in the App Store was called Movie Manager Collector 4K Blu-ray DVD UPS Library. I know it's a big long thing, but I think I typed in when I was searching, it was movie UPC scanner or something, or movie scanner, and it brought this up, and it's got the icon of a little film reel in the corner. And like I said, I'll show a video of this. I opened it up and I didn't expect much. And I do warn you up front, there is like a free version, but as soon as you scan a couple movies, it says if you want to scan as many as you want, it costs like $5.99, $6 or something with tax. So it was doing fine when I started scanning them, so I decided to go ahead and buy it. So the $6 I spent, I think is well worth it. But what you do when you want to scan one in, you know, you got your typical Blu-ray or DVD, and all of them have barcodes on the back. And what it does is when you go into the app, you open up the scanner and you bring your movie and you hold your phone over it, and it shows a little scanner thing like you do like at a store, and you scan it and it pops up the movie and what it is. 9 times out of 10 it gets it correct as far as the movie title and the actual release format it's in. Sometimes I have noticed, like in the DVDs, it showed me or like a VHS, it's showing me it's a DVD and it's really actually a VHS. So you can go in manually and you can change that as you do it on the fly. So it's not really that complicated. I'll show you in the video that also. And it's just really cool that you could just scan that and it brings it all up. You do run into some problems though. Sometimes like on Black Friday, let me see if I got a disc here of a Black Friday one. Well, I can't find a Black Friday one, but I do find one that I found at Dollar General store. A lot of times they'll have the Blu-rays for, you see I'm going to mess up the cover on this one. They'll have Blu-rays for like $4.95 over there. But anyway, let me kind of show you what you may run into. Especially at Dollar General store. Like this movie, sometimes they're like $4.95. On the back of it, I can tell that the actual barcode has been taped over with a new barcode to be able to sell it for $4.95 at Dollar General, because underneath it, it's supposed to be for the regular stores, and they want to be able to sell it for the lower price. Sometimes you'll scan that and it'll be a totally different movie. But to get the correct one, all you have to do is bring it up here. If you don't want to try to peel that off, which I have tried to peel them off and it's not come out too good, you just raise up the thing and then do the original barcode. And it will every time get you pretty much the right, 9 times out of 10 give you the right one. And there's a manual thing that you can override and type in the right thing. And you can even, like if it doesn't bring up the artwork correct, you can search. It's got a little button on it where you can search the actual internet for the actual artwork. If you can't find it there, you can actually just take a picture of the front of your thing with your phone and use that in the app. So that's another cool little thing that I thought pretty neat that people would like. Now sometimes you come into problems like you got steelbooks. You know how when you get a steelbook, it's got a little piece of paper on the back of it, it's still hooked to it, and it's got a barcode on it. Well, like a big dummy, we'll do it here on the grease one. There's no barcode. It had a plastic, it had like a little paper sleeve that was a little sticky thing on the back that you could take off. And I threw it away and it had the actual barcode on it. There's no barcode inside to scan. So you'll have to just type in like grease collection or whatever and find it that way, which makes it a little more cumbersome, but you can find it even though you don't have that. So that's a little drawback. But I was pleasantly surprised though. A lot of the stuff that it had, I scanned a CD of the movie 10, with Bo Derek. I scanned it and it showed up the actual cover and everything of it. I tried, some of the Laserdiscs do not have barcodes on them, so some of them you have to manually put in. But so far it's done my CEDs, my VHSs, DVD, Blu-ray, and even HD DVD. I was really pleasantly surprised because I have not a bunch, but at least about 10 or 12 HD DVDs that I wanted to categorize too, because I'm not getting rid of them. I still got a player, and they're very, they're just as good as Blu-ray as quality wise. So that was another great reason for it. It does your TV shows. It did my Big Bang Theory, Family Guy, Simpsons. As long as it's got a barcode, it's simple and easy. Scan, go with it like that. Really neat. I'm trying to think if there's any other thing. I haven't got up to my beta tapes at the top yet, but it's got a list of all of them. When you have to manually change something like it does wrong, it's got a list of all the different formats and betas on there. So I have no doubt that it will work with that. Like I said, there's nothing more like it. Just being able to get in my phone, I can just scan through my movie titles now, and I can say, hey, do I have that movie? What format do I have it on? So if I want to upgrade it, if it's not at the DVD, I want to upgrade it to Blu-ray or any kind of like scenario, I know what I got in my collection. And that's really cool. And it's got filters in there and customization you can do. I'm going to try to customize, try to put my superhero movies in one section and all that. I'm not for sure it does all that, but I know it does filter. So I'm going to be playing around with it. If you buy it or check into it, leave a comment down there and tell me what you did and how you displayed your movies. There's supposed to be a way you can send it to your computer or send it to other devices, your list of actual movies, so it can be like brought out. Because that's what I want to do, is be able to see my movies, what I got. And I think it even has a little setting in there like you can tell who you just let borrow it that way. Because I have a hard time I'll let Andrew's mother borrow movies, and I have to keep up with what she's got. It's hard when you have a big collection to make sure to who you gave it to. And they come back and borrow more. You're like, hey, you didn't bring my other movie back. So it's really neat to be able to do this. And I really like the people at the people behind it is it's called Sort It. Sort, S-O-R-T, it, Sort It. It's apps by them. That's the company behind it. It's got all different types. I think they do video game apps to organize your video games, music, all different types. Check them out. They sent me a little survey thing. I haven't filled it out yet, but if Sort It's out there, I want to definitely say that I'm really happy with your app. I'm not being paid by you to say all this, but I really, really like the way it's set up, the ease of it, the convenience, all that in one package for $6. You can't turn that down. I really, really like it. And if you want to check that out, check their apps out on the Play Store. I don't know about Apple. If it's on the Apple phones, the iOS for them, you'll have to just check it and leave a comment and description whether you find it on there. But it's definitely worth the $6, and I think we can't go wrong with it. And that kind of concludes my video. Also, I'd like to say I'm very happy Bad Raven today. Yesterday I got my first Patreon member, and he knows who he is, but I'm going to say the name out loud because I'm going to put it at the end of the video anyway. I told him I tell anybody that becomes an elite bad bird that I put your name at the end of the video, and I say your name, and I send you one of the bands. And his band is going to be out in the mail tomorrow. He is the New York Dragon, and he has become the first elite bad bird, and he will always be the first elite bad bird here because he was the first one to actually go in and become on my Patreon account and give the $1 a month and become one of the members of the Elite Bad Bird, the EBB member, the head honcho, the New York Dragon. And remember, you can too become an Elite Bad Bird, just $1 a month. And like I said, I will put your name at the end of every video from the time that you join, and I'll give you a band free of charge. So do it. Tell your friends. Like and subscribe. We really appreciate it. And always remember, the Bad Raven is your friend, and keep coming back for more and more content because we're pouring it out for you, and we are really, really on cloud nine because of the Patreon supporter. And we're going to let you go, and I'm going to talk at you later, and goodbye.
The Bad Raven would like to thank the very first Elite Bad Birds member, the New York Dragon. Join him and support